Good afternoon, how are you?
Mayor, Councillors. It's just a pretty straightforward submission. Due to the timing, particularly of the elections, we did a rather general officers submission, and we sent it actually down to Local Government New Zealand to participate within their wider submission going direct to DIA. But we just generally accepted any increases that they might bring of funding from the gambling to come back into the community. Any questions?
Any questions here, Jane?
Worship, I can understand the time frame. You have a letter here dated the 25th of October that you sent in regards to that submission, because I need some clarification on what's class 4, what's the class 4 venues and things. But my real issue is I'm always reluctant to do something retrospectively, and I'm just wondering, as we were sworn in on what date? I can't remember. 29th, was it? 29th. This was sent prior. Could it have not been actioned on that meeting of the 29th, rather than you sending a letter?
The close off for the submissions was the 25th.
So Jane, maybe I'll answer. This is relatively common for submissions, unfortunately, given the time frame. So often, particularly in the government processes, they give often less than a month notice. So you'll get something in, particularly for submissions in the House, it's less than a month. What we generally try and do is circulate that via email to members, so that you get an opportunity informally to provide any feedback to us and through the drafting. But given the agenda close-offs of your council agendas and the time that it takes to prepare that, very often it is unfortunately in retrospect that we have to come to you and get formal sign-off. You'll notice that all of our standard submissions that we get always have if that's had to happen, always have a little rider in it saying, in the second paragraph there, due to the timing of this request, the points made, council staff comments, please note that due to the time it hasn't gone to front of council. So that's a standard rider that we have in that circumstance. But as I say, given the time frame in a month is probably pretty standard for most consultation processes, and we simply can't always get it in front of council before that time frame is up.
But hopefully in the future we would have circulation via email on what that particular. This didn't happen in this case.
Yep. So generally the draft letter would be put out to you by email. Any comments, any concerns, or it'll be on your weekly bulletin, and then those issues would be pulled back into that draft.
And class 4 gambling is pretty much pokie machines.
And the class 4 societies?
Pretty much the trusts that run the pokie machines.
Any other questions for Jane? Thanks, Jane. Suggested recommendation there. Resolution, sorry. Could I have a mover? Councillor Cousins. Moved by Councillor Cousins, seconded by Councillor Hickling. All those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Those against, carried. Item number 12. Amended. Revised. Thank you very much.
Change things up.
Okay.
So, Your Worship, there's just a couple of changes in this. So the first one is in relation to the Taupo Street car park workshop, which would like to move from, it was on the 10th of December, and would like to move that to the slot on Thursday the 12th. And that's around staff availability. The other one is in relation to the conferences. So on there I've included making good decision accreditation, so that those councillors who wish to go to that can put their names forward. There's also the training on the 3rd of December in Rotorua regarding financial management and 2 retrospective approvals.
And also, Councillor Hickling is attending the training in Palmerston North tomorrow.
That should go on there as well.
Yes,
Yep.
so if that can be added to the suggested resolution, please. Councillor Park.
Sorry, can I just ask Tina a question about the financial management training? Is that the Financial Governance 101?
It's the one, that's the introductory one, so it's the one before the 101.
Okay, so yeah, I've already partaken in that, so I don't see it appropriate to spend the money again. Obviously, being financial management.
Could I just ask the question what the difference is between the first one in Rotorua and then I know the second one in Hamilton is a 101, and then I think further down
102
is a 102. What,
I haven't had a look to see specifically what the difference is, but I've got the printout of the introductory one, which is I think pretty basic. 101 and 102 just build on that level of knowledge.
Okay, so just to fill in some of, is anyone interested in going to the financial management training in Rotorua?
I could be, Your Worship, but it depends on time. I can't give a definite at the moment.
I will just approve the expenditure of it anyway. So, anyone else?
well, I'd probably prefer to go on the Hamilton January or February. And obviously we don't have a meeting in January, so do we get approval now?
Well, I can do that now, or I was intending to put it on the December or the end of November
that's fine.
agenda for those ones.
Might get a bit more information with it.
So we'll just put Councillor Body on the 3rd of December one. Sorry, Councillor Harvey. 3rd of December, Rotorua. Yeah, voluntary, yes. Yeah. Okay, so Councillor Williamson and Body. Now, making good decisions, accreditation, resource consenting. Councillor Jollins, I'd like to go on that, and Councillor Body. And the other one, what's on there? What is it? Who's currently accredited? Sorry.
We've just got to have ours renewed, 3 of us.
So that's all just straightforward. Yeah. Councillor Williamson, did you show an indication of that one? No. Oh, that's right. Zane. It was Zane. The fluoro. It's a very, very good course.
Yeah, I'll do it next year. Is that possible? Yeah.
I haven't got the date for that yet, unfortunately.
Sorry.
Probably will take place next year anyway.
Yeah, that's all right.
So I'll put Cousins in there as well.
Yeah,
Councillor
it's
Cousins.
covered. Yes.
Okay.
Don't wear that jacket.
Yeah.
A requirement.
Okay, so we've got a suggested
And
resolution.
just one more thing, if we can, I was just waiting to see who was going to go on the financial course, was to then try and fit in on that date the emergency management meeting on the 3rd. So hopefully there's no clashes.
There's no cross-pollination
with
there.
that.
That was their Body, Councillor Body and Williams.
So we can have the 3rd
Williamson, sorry.
from 11 o'clock.
Yeah, so that's all right.
You're on both? Okay.
That's good. And just also
we would
the
need-
Councillor Hickling, have we got that for approval for him to go to Palmerston North? Yeah, so we got that. So all good. You happy with that?
So there was a clash with Councillor Williamson there in terms of the.
Sorry.
Yeah. So maybe the 4th for the emergency management meeting then.
Can it not be on Monday the 2nd?
Yep.
They usually are on Monday.
Yep,
Well, they
that's
were.
fine.
I'm just thinking for through the chair, just for the. I mean, you have so many people. You have people come down from Hamilton, and everywhere else, and they're used to that being on the Monday. So
fine.
perhaps we should just leave that in place until we see how things fall.
Definitely, that's
Great,
fine.
thank you.
Second.
Everyone happy? Can I have a mover for that resolution, please? Councillor Jollins, seconded by Councillor Stewart. All those in favour, please say aye. Against carried. That's it. That's it. Thank you very much for coming. And Kirsty, do we could say a little prayer to finish us off? Be lovely. Thank you.
Kia tau, kia tātou katoa, te atawhai o tō tātou ariki, me te arawa o te atua, me te whiwhinga tahitanga, ki te wairua tapu, ake ake, amen.
Well done.